10 Early Habits that Prevent Dementia for Seniors. Dementia doesn't happen overnight. It begins quietly, years or even decades before the first memory lapse or moment of confusion. And while aging is the biggest risk factor, dementia is not an inevitable part of getting older. The choices you make every day, what you eat, how you think, how you move, and how you engage with others, play a massive role in protecting your brain. For seniors, building these habits early can help preserve independence, mental clarity, and quality of life. The earlier you start, the stronger your defense. One of the most important habits for preventing dementia is staying mentally active. The brain, like any other organ, thrives on stimulation. Reading books, solving puzzles, learning new skills, or even engaging in simple memory games can keep neural pathways sharp and responsive. When seniors challenge their brains regularly, they're essentially reinforcing the connections that help store and recall information. Even small, daily challenges, like learning a new word or trying a different route during a walk, train the brain to stay alert and flexible. Physical activity is another essential foundation. Regular exercise increases blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients that support brain cell health. It also promotes the release of neuroprotective chemicals and stimulates the growth of new brain cells in areas responsible for memory and thinking. Seniors who incorporate movement into their routines, whether it's walking, stretching, or light aerobic activities, consistently show better cognitive function over time. Even simple tasks like gardening or dancing can have powerful effects when done regularly. Healthy eating habits make a significant difference as well. Diets rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, and essential vitamins are closely linked to lower dementia risk. Seniors should focus on foods that nourish the brain: leafy greens, berries, nuts, whole grains, olive oil, and fatty fish like salmon and sardines. These ingredients help reduce inflammation, improve blood vessel health, and protect the brain from age-related damage. On the other hand, heavily processed foods, high sugar intake, and excessive saturated fat are known to accelerate cognitive decline. Good sleep hygiene is often overlooked but crucial. During deep sleep, the brain clears out toxins, including beta amyloid, a protein associated with Alzheimer's disease. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to a buildup of these harmful substances and impair memory consolidation. Seniors should aim for 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep each night. Maintaining a regular sleep schedule, avoiding screens before bedtime, and limiting caffeine intake in the afternoon can all support more restful, restorative sleep. Staying socially connected plays a powerful role in dementia prevention. Isolation and loneliness increase stress and inflammation in the brain, which can lead to faster cognitive decline. Seniors who regularly interact with family, friends, neighbors, or community groups have better memory retention and emotional stability. Engaging in conversations, laughing, and maintaining meaningful relationships all keep the mind active and emotionally balanced. Even virtual check-ins or phone calls can help maintain that vital sense of connection. Managing chronic health conditions is another critical step. Conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol directly affect blood vessels in the brain. Uncontrolled, these conditions can cause silent strokes or damage the areas responsible for memory and reasoning. Seniors should monitor their blood pressure, blood sugar, and lipid levels through regular checkups. Following prescribed medications, maintaining a healthy weight, and adhering to recommended lifestyle changes significantly reduce the risk of vascular dementia. Avoiding tobacco and limiting alcohol intake are also necessary. Smoking reduces oxygen supply to the brain and accelerates the hardening of arteries, while heavy alcohol use can cause brain shrinkage and memory problems. Seniors who quit smoking, even later in life, immediately reduce their risk of cognitive decline. Likewise, drinking in moderation or abstaining entirely supports overall brain and body health. Developing a daily routine is a simple but effective mental habit. When the brain can anticipate what comes next, it uses less energy on basic decisions and more on memory and focus. A structured daily rhythm, meals at the same time, regular walks, scheduled reading or TV time, builds consistency. It also helps identify early changes in behavior or thinking, which can be important for early intervention. Stress management is a major factor in protecting the brain. Chronic stress releases cortisol, a hormone that damages the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory formation. Seniors who regularly practice relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or prayer reduce cortisol levels and preserve cognitive function. Spending time in nature, listening to calming music, or journaling can help create a more peaceful mental environment. Finally, embracing lifelong learning strengthens the brain's resilience. Seniors who challenge themselves intellectually by taking classes, exploring new hobbies, or even learning basic technology build what scientists call cognitive reserve. This reserve acts as a buffer against brain damage. The more connections and learning experiences the brain accumulates, the better it copes with the changes that come with aging. These habits aren't complicated, but they require consistency. Preventing dementia isn't about doing one big thing. It's about doing many small things every day that support brain health. And the earlier these habits are adopted, the more powerful their effects become. It's important to understand that dementia isn't just about memory loss. It's a progressive condition that affects thinking, behavior, problem-solving, and even personality. That's why the habits seniors practice in their 60s, 70s, and beyond don't just delay symptoms. They build a stronger, more resilient brain that can adapt and recover more easily from age-related changes. One key principle behind all dementia prevention strategies is brain plasticity. Even in older age, the brain has the ability to form new connections, strengthen existing ones, and reroute around damaged areas. Every time a senior tries something new, whether it's a word puzzle, a new walking path, or even adjusting a recipe, they activate different areas of the brain and promote this plasticity. It's not about being perfect, it's about staying mentally flexible. One powerful tool that many seniors overlook is music. Listening to music, especially songs tied to emotional memories or earlier life experiences, can activate multiple parts of the brain at once. Singing, dancing, or even learning to play a simple instrument has been shown to improve memory, boost mood, and slow down cognitive aging. Seniors who integrate music into their daily lives often report feeling more alert and emotionally uplifted. Another often underestimated habit is hydration. The brain is about 75% water, and even mild dehydration can impair focus, short-term memory, and mood. Many seniors unintentionally drink too little water because the sense of thirst diminishes with age. Drinking enough fluids throughout the day supports circulation, maintains cellular health, and helps flush out toxins that could otherwise build up in the brain. Herbal teas, water-rich fruits, and plain water should be part of every senior's daily routine. Mental health also plays a crucial role in dementia prevention. Depression, anxiety, and chronic emotional stress are associated with increased inflammation in the brain and faster cognitive decline. Seniors who stay emotionally well through counseling, prayer, social interaction, or even pet companionship are more likely to maintain better memory and clearer thinking. Addressing emotional needs is just as essential as physical ones. Limiting exposure to environmental toxins is another step often overlooked. Long-term exposure to heavy metals like lead and mercury, or repeated use of certain pesticides and cleaning chemicals, may contribute to neurological damage over time. Seniors can protect themselves by choosing safer household products, filtering their drinking water if necessary, and avoiding excessive consumption of fish high in mercury like swordfish and king mackerel. Vision and hearing care is also essential. Many people don't realize that untreated hearing loss can increase the risk of dementia. When the brain has to work harder to interpret unclear sound signals, it pulls resources away from memory and processing tasks. Seniors should have their hearing and vision checked regularly and use corrective aids as needed. Clear communication helps keep the brain engaged and reduces mental fatigue. It's also helpful to maintain purpose and meaning in life. Seniors who feel they are still contributing, still growing, or still part of something bigger than themselves tend to show slower cognitive decline. This could be through volunteering, mentoring younger people, participating in church, or simply setting personal goals. Purpose fuels motivation, and motivation keeps the brain active and invested. Light exposure is another factor to consider. Spending time outdoors in natural sunlight helps regulate circadian rhythms, which govern sleep cycles, hormone release, and even mood stability. Seniors who get regular daylight exposure, especially in the morning, tend to sleep better, feel more energized, and experience fewer mood swings, all of which support brain health. Finally, consistency is what ties all of these habits together. Practicing a few brain-healthy actions once or twice a month won't make much difference. But integrating these habits into a daily lifestyle creates long-term change. Just like muscles grow stronger with repeated use, the brain becomes more resilient with repeated healthy choices. Seniors don't need perfection, they need persistence. All of these small, intentional habits come together to create what scientists now call a brain-protective lifestyle. It's a way of living that doesn't just respond to illness but builds a buffer against it. It's how seniors can take control of their brain health before dementia ever begins. By practicing these habits consistently, mental stimulation, physical activity, healthy diet, sleep, social connection, stress reduction, and lifelong learning, seniors can give themselves the best chance of aging with clarity, independence, and dignity. If you enjoyed this video and learned something valuable, don't forget to like and share so we can help more people. Subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to stay updated with daily natural health tips. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.